Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Whoa! Welcome if you're new to the channel. All Zodiac signs love reading. This is an all signs love tarot reading. And as is very often the case here at the Tarot Closet, all Zodiac signs love messages reading. Messages from your person. This is a timeless reading. This is a fated connection. You are here when you're meant to be here. It means there's a message here for you. So welcome again. I'm glad you've made your way here. We're going to get right into your reading, but before we do, I just want to mention down in the description, you'll find probably most of what you're looking for, including all the decks that are coming in today. You will also find all the playlists, all Zodiac signs, messages. Wow, that was a lot. Messages from your person, and of course this playlist, all signs love readings. I'm tongue-tied today. Let's see what's going on with your reading. If you're on a twin flame journey, there are really very long, in-depth twin flame readings, so feel free to check those out as well. The Three of Swords already making its way out. Saturn and Libra energy. Clarity, the swords. This is a no contact and or in separation reading. Look what is showing itself at the bottom of the deck. It's the Four of Swords in reverse. So of course that's following the Three of Swords. It's where you go. The Four of Swords is Jupiter and Libra energy. After the breakup, this is in reverse. So somebody's getting ready to act here. Look at what's showing itself below it. It's the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So this is recovering, and this is hope, returning to this connection. It's the Five of Pentacles in reverse, Mercury and Taurus energy. So somebody here, I feel, is coming back in. What are they bringing? Are they bringing clarity? Pun intended. The truth? Communication only? Let's see. It's really early. I'm not ready yet. Of course, what comes back comes back. Spirit tells us when the reading is ready to go. Remember, this is a general reading, so take what is for you. Yeah, somebody's coming back in here. And let the rest go. Before we begin, also, I would really appreciate it if you liked today's video and subscribe to the Tarot Closet if you haven't. This really helps to keep the channel moving so I can continue bringing you your love tarot readings here. So thank you so much. Let's keep going. The Wheel of Fortune's right here in the partnership placement. So something is obviously changing here. This is a turning point in this connection. Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, and Aquarius energy here. Fixed signs don't really love change, so maybe not loving that things are always changing, but so somebody here might be taken by surprise, but we can see it as a new cycle. It's the end of a cycle, and yeah, there's a renewal here, and we saw that in the Four of Swords, that somebody's restless, somebody is getting ready to act. I think that somebody might be this person that has been here in the Seven of Cups. This is Venus and Scorpio energy, and this is somebody who's had, and I feel is still having, but we see that changing, commitment issues. This is somebody who's been in the Seven of Cups taking far too long. Also quite a few choices, and as you can see here, kind of propped up on the cloud, and I keep feeling like breathless and like I have to swallow my, you know what I mean. The talking, I'm feeling, yeah, I think we're going to have some communication coming through here today. You can see all the indecision, okay? So that's who we're dealing with here today. Your person, your specific someone. Let's keep going. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us the cards. Aho. And now it's also the Five of Cups in reverse. Yeah, they're coming back in here, well, offering healing, wanting to heal, but wanting forgiveness, I'll tell you that. And are you still going to be here? Because Seven of Pentacles, look at that, in reverse. This is Venus and Taurus energy. And, well, yeah, it's telling me that maybe you're tired of waiting. You've been waiting here for a while. Look at the Venus Pentacles here on the tree. leaning into your staff, your walking stick as well, thinking about everything, assessing the situation. Quite literally, you've been really patient, just waiting for something to be worked out with your person. Have that pentacle here, thinking about, do you want to, are they coming? What do I want to do here? Am I going to put this back in? Is it going to work? It's in reverse. So how long has this been going on? This no contact, no communication, and or in separation, because somebody's coming back in here now. Well, yeah, look at that. It's the Lover's card, Gemini energy. And of course, it's Venus, the planet of love. This is Archangel Raphael, who wants to come in and heal what is broken. This is a healing energy. It's somebody coming back in. What have they been, what is putting that, well, I want to say fire under their belly? What is coming in here? The King of Wands. So they have been scared. The King of Swords in reverse. The Three of Pentacles. They have not been communicating. There is that Five of Pentacles coming back. Yeah, so they're coming back in here. And I wanted to say, what is putting that fire there? It's coming back again. Fire under their belly. Because they're, look at this, my gosh. It feels, yeah, it feels like there's a timing issue here. Like they need to get you before it's too late. There's the Strength card. Actually, it needs to go here. No, okay, I'm hearing that it's the overall energy. It's how that is. It's Leo. It's the Strength card. It's also the source, God, Goddess, the universe, the divine. There is a really high chemistry with your person here. And I have to say, they might be coming in here for some of you, might feel like the wrong reasons. We need to see more. However, with that said, it's clear that you love this person and they also love you. And there hasn't been a lot of sleep here. Look at this. Connected both to the Three of Swords in the upright. That is, of course, the heartbreak, the loss, the no contact, the no contact, no communication, and or in separation. And that's also, of course, the Saturn energy, which can, of course, put in obstacles, slow things down. The Five of Wands is in the upright, kind of wondering if this might be spinning. It's more Saturn energy. It's Saturn and Leo energy, and it's telling us that there have been obstacles and challenges in this connection, and there still might be some here. And mainly what I'm seeing is it's your person communicating. And that's what I was feeling really coming through here in the beginning of your reading. So they're trying to get the strength and the courage, quite literally. And it's showing here today in our Rider-Waite. You know, it's taming the lion energy. And there's a lot of energy coming through with the Strength card. For me, the visual here today is literally trying to get this energy to come in here. The strength to come in and communicate and say what needs to be said. And that's the infinity symbol, which for some of you is connecting you to your twin flame. That's not going to be for everybody. That's also an 8. This is an 8 card, and that's an action number. It's accomplishing something. It's the communication here. It's reunion energy in the way of communication. Can it be more? Maybe, of course. But it's trying to get the strength, yeah, to reach out is what I want to say. You're very drawn to each other. With this high chemistry that I'm feeling, some of that, well, sometimes, yeah, that can get a lot of fiery energy that when things aren't going well, it's also complicated. That's what I want to say, complicated. They are hoping and trying to come in here and hoping they're not too late. Look where it's connecting, right, with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. You can see it here. Normally, I think I would be moving things around, but I don't know. I'm just not hearing that right now. This is where it is. It's connecting. They're worried that they're going to be too late. What happened? This is where their energy is the strongest. It's the Five of Cups. Your someone, your specific someone. This is Mars and Scorpio energy. And there's a lot. You can see there's a loss here. You can see that the cups are spilled over. The emotional energy surrounding this love and this friendship has not dissipated. It still hurts. But you also still see the flow, the energy flow between you. The emotions are really strong that this person is feeling, but it's also throughout the connection. You can see that the Two Cups are still behind, are still here, and that's the Two of Cups, of course, and that's the Venus and Cancer energy. It's hard to tell. Are they empty? Are they full? I think they might be empty and somebody's sort of set them aside waiting. And I feel like it's both of you, but what's been going on in this connection? Because you can see that there is loss here. It hasn't been healed. And this is feeling like somebody who wants to come in. Do they want to, is this just together offering healing? Is this an offer? An offer isn't really clear now, but you can see it's possible because they are trying to get the courage to come in, I feel, to communicate. But that's also to make an offer. The question is, what is the offer? Is it an apology? Is it something bigger? Because this can be an unexpected love offer. And it's also here connecting with the Wheel of Fortune, which is what we already know here. It's the end of a cycle and it's a new one. And yeah, there's a whole lot of potential here. This is the partnership placement. I just feel like there is maybe a little bit of fear because you see here in the Five of Wands today, I feel like it's your person pushing through obstacles within themselves. It can also be within their life. When we talk about obstacles and third parties, of course, it can be romantic, but it can also be friends or family, you know, family of origin, location, distance, somebody's state of mind. And this 5 here, of course, is connecting us to the 5th chakra. And that's the throat chakra and its communication. They're really, I feel, they're having a lot of challenges in communicating. And that's also what was part of the breakdown here, because you see them trying to and getting here to the Knight of Swords in reverse, which is telling us that it's still not happening. But it's also connecting here with the Four of Swords in reverse, which we're seeing again, which is telling us that they are restless and they're getting ready to act. They're getting ready, I feel, here to communicate. That infinity symbol also connects us to Libra, and that's while balancing out the divine feminine, divine masculine energies, which we all possess, of course, allowing us to come from a more balanced place. So our decisions are, well, yeah, the decisions are less, I want to say, ego-based and more empathetic and, well, yeah, balanced. What can I say? And that's the yin yang energy. And of course, also, that's the truth. That's coming into the communication and things that were not fair. Something here needs to be righted. So yeah, I do feel that this is their obstacle in the way of communicating. However, the Four of Swords is also connecting in reverse with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. And I do feel that's your energy of getting close to either moving on or even just maybe you've gone silent in a different way or even gotten really active through friends and family they're hearing or through social media and they're getting nervous that maybe you're leaving. And it looks like that maybe you are, or maybe you're just not waiting around anymore, because that's also connecting with the Four of Swords in reverse. And that stained glass window, there's a feeling of, yeah, taking off the rose-colored glasses. So there's a burnout energy here too of just kind of waiting for them to come back and be honest, waiting for them to apologize, to make an offer, to make things right. The King of Wands is in reverse. So it's telling us that they're not really ready, but they're trying, you can see, to get through these obstacles. I mean, this is the major arcana here. It's the Strength card. And it's coming down with the Love card. So what are they trying to get the strength to do? Well, to make an unexpected love offer. The question is, what is that? And we are, of course, going to keep going. And anyway, you know this already. Your person has free will. You have free will. Energies, outcomes, they can, they will, they do change. The future is not fixed. But this is somebody here that's clearly not only trying to communicate, but wants to come in here, wants a reunion, a union of sorts. So what does that mean for you? If you're on a twin flame journey, do I feel like this is a twin flame union? This isn't a twin flame reading. So, and I generally, you know, we can't really offer that, you know, but it can be that there's communication coming, whatever journey you're on. Twin flame energy is here, but this is also a soulmate. There's a lot of love here. And this is telling us that your person here, we can see that they're coming in and they're hoping that you forgive them. This stayed up in the upright. Do you hear my throat chakra? But this came in the reverse. It's going back here because I'm hearing that. I don't always notice that. Sometimes it needs to stay when it's spinning there. It is a spinner. We already know that. It delivered the message. in the upright for a very long time. And that's the regret over leaving. That's the regret, because they left you feeling like they didn't love you. And we see that's, you know, because this was also the Five of Pentacles was of course in the upright at one point, because that's the loss. But this is in reverse now, and we've seen it for a second time, as well as the Four of Swords. And that's coming back in and hoping that, yeah, can you recover this connection? Healing offered. I feel like this is somebody who wants more than just to communicate. They love you. This is somebody who loves you. You're somebody who you love as well. There's a lot of self-actualization going on here. And that is having some realizations. You know, how long have you both been in the Four of Swords after this heartbreak energy? Because we see that it's still really fresh. And that's also putting the Three of Cups in a spin here, as well as the Two of Cups. So was there an offer in that Two of Cups? Was there even a proposal or something big, that a choice that got taken away, or somebody didn't offer it, or they made a choice around that? Because the Two of Cups in reverse here too is also telling us there may have been some arguments. It's the separation, the breakup energy. The Three of Cups also spinning. Mercury and Cancer energy. Was there supposed to be, or was there a reunion and it went bad? It's in reverse. It's also Mercury energy here in that Three of Cups. It's the planet of the mind, the planet of communication. Somebody who wasn't thinking when they said or didn't say something I want to say. Putting those Three of Cups there on their side, spilled out, but there is the emotional energy still. It's kind of not in the front. I mean, what is that red? Is that the heart? Is that from the Three of Swords? So it's not quite here. Look, the emotional energy, but it's here. It's still, it's almost like they've been moved around, but it hasn't dissipated. So there's still things there is still healing necessary. And you can see that there's still feelings here. I mean, that's just, there's no way around that. This Nine of Swords is connecting right here with with the Wheel of Fortune. And by the way, it's in the partnership placement. Your destinies are intertwined with this person. This is a fated connection. You were meant to meet. You were meant to meet. It's a deep soulmate connection. It's someone you feel like you've known forever. Some of you, maybe you've known them since you're a child. Some of you, that's your cue for your twin flame connection or past life connection. It's that feeling of just, and again, it can be that it can be chronological years here in this lifetime, but it can also just be that feeling, depending on, for some of you, what connection you see this as. But this is coming into your destiny now. And we can see that there's still current heartbreak energy. We see it in the Three of Swords and what happened there. The swords are transactional. And, there is it's clarity in relationships. Communication. It can be obviously conflicting energy. So these swords, there are three there. And we know that there are third parties here. And for some of you, that's going to resonate as a third party romantically. But again, it's really not the case for everybody, because the third party just can be a lot of different, can be other people. Again, location, cultural, religious differences, somebody who wasn't ready. It's really strong for me today that a lot of this are the emotions, that some emotional unavailability with this person, maybe not being ready for something, running. They're wanting to come back in here, and I really feel like you're kind of doing this, if it's like a dynamic has changed too. It's going from like a runner chaser to chaser runner, whatever journey you're on. That's just the feeling that I have here, because you can see that maybe you have one foot out the door, and they're taking one step forward. It's bringing in that Two of Cups energy for me, which we see here spinning. It's empty here. So we know that for me, this is a lot about arguing, because that Mercury and Cancer energy and the Three of Cups here, It's the Mercury energy. That is the planet of the mind and communication, and it's in reverse. So it's kind of like thoughtless things said, hurtful things said. And that Two of Cups in reverse. You know, they're empty here. It's arguments, breakup energy. So yeah, and that fifth chakra connection coming in here, we know that also to communicate, but are you going to be there? We see that. And we see that it's still hurtful. It's Gemini and Mars energy, the Knight of Swords. So there's still sadness around it. You know, somebody's not sleeping. And I want to show you, look what's connecting here. I mean, it's extremely clear. What happened in this connection is going to be personal for you. What, you know, what are the exact circumstances? But it's the Ten of Pentacles, and it's coming in reverse. And this is the conflicting energy within this connection. This is Mercury and Virgo energy, and that's also Mercury again, which is the ruling planet for Virgo, of course, as well as Gemini. Look at that. The planet of the mind, the planet of communication breaking down, possibly again, some arguments here. Sadness around it, lots of loneliness. So were you feeling abandoned in the connection? Were you in the Ten of Pentacles? Were you working toward that, or was it just still a possibility for you? Because it's stopped. I mean, you can see it. There's literally heartbreak around it. And that's the longest, well, that's the slowest moving energy, the Pentacles. And of course, that's the commitment, the physical relationship. There's a lot of practicalities around that. And this is the long-term, this is a long-term energy feeling, and it's in reverse. So it was interrupted, whether you were in it or you were working toward it. They still, again, have a lot of obstacles. I feel their heart chakra is kind of closed up, but they're trying really hard to open it. And also yours. Look, connecting right here with this feeling of just kind of burnout, waiting. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse may be going. Connecting you also here to the Five of Wands in the upright. And this connection that hasn't been, there's been no communication, or it's been really rough communication in the Knight of Swords in reverse. And this for me is also this feeling of the heart chakra, a lot of blocks to that. It's the Wands, it's the energy of love, and that's the heart energy for me. That's the, well, yeah, that's the heart energy here. So I feel like there's a lot of blocks here, and there is some pride and ego. I will say I do feel that, because a lot of that is this is hanging off. It's just brought off both of these. A lot of that is your connection, because it's a really, you have a very, well, yeah, your chemistry is really high, you know, and sometimes there's a feeling of maybe even skipping over some things because your chemistry is so high, if you know what I mean, in terms of communication. So it's somebody here who's realizing that, well, yeah, they need to communicate, and they're wanting to communicate with you. And it goes beyond, maybe for some of you, if that was a type of energy where you worked things out in a way that didn't really work them out. If you know what I'm saying, it's YouTube. So I'm trying to be ever so gentle. The Ace of Swords is showing itself at the bottom of the deck. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. This is the clarity that they're having. Look, it's almost like putting that sword here also and putting it in the Ten of Swords, and it's like it's enough. It's the bottom now, because they're restless in the Four of Swords to get out. And that's also, of course, it's the Ace of Swords. Look at their hand is vibrating. This is the clarity. This is the truth. This is communication. It's like they took the sword and went, you know, put the crown on it, connecting us to the crown chakra, finding a solution. Minor Arcana energy is day-to-day energy. So there's decisions that everybody's making, you know, all the time, changing the trajectory, changing, the future's not fixed. Anything happens, you know, and somebody makes a different decision. It goes a different way, doesn't it? This Five of Wands is a spinner for me. It's Six of Wands in the upright energy, because they're really, I feel like they're going to succeed in coming out of it, because we see it. And that's, you know, they took that's finding the solutions here, and something's wanting to show itself. So they're probably going to have to look at it. It's a reunion energy. It's also victory energy, and it's coming literally out of nowhere, and it's way above these mountains. They're really low down here. So it's a rise above all of that. Now, is there still some conflicting energy? Yeah, because I think you're not really sure There's a lot of hurt here. So obviously there's going to, what is it to apologize for? Because they are asking for forgiveness here. They're asking for a new start. This is somebody who wants to, this is this Ten of Swords energy that I'm feeling in reverse, and the Fool card and the upright. And that's the energy of a clean slate. It's the energy of let's work this out and we'll learn from it and move on from it and move forward. This is a love offer. Where you stand with it, how you're going to deal with it, what you want, of course, is your prerogative. It's the Queen of Wands. Wow. Yeah, so the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands are now both in reverse. Isn't that interesting? And that's the fiery energy that I've been feeling between you. There is a really high chemistry between you. But that also can sometimes make resolving conflict a little bit harder, you know? So you can see this energy of everybody, you still love each other. You still love each other. They want to come forward here in regard to what happened in this Ten of Pentacles in reverse and this Three of Swords. Nobody's really ready, but these are also, you know, these are not major arcana. So these are decisions that are getting made. And we see that that's what's happening here. 8 is a number of action. Again, there's also a lot of Gaia energy around that. And there is a lot of healing, I feel, that isn't just necessary, but that is going to be taking place here. And by the way, the 8th star from the Star card is a gift to the Strength card. And that's bringing in that hope for renewal and for clarity. And I do see that. Look at this. So I kind of feel like you both know how you feel, but yeah, what do they need to apologize for? And they need to continue moving forward to communicate and getting over their walls, I feel, whatever they may be. Again, I really feel like it has a lot to do with communications. Page of Pentacles. So the Three of Wands is coming here in reverse. This is the Sun in Aries. A couple of things. That it's been delayed, and we know that. What has been delayed? Well, the Page of Pentacles, and that's an energy of, it's kind of like a apprentice energy, like a student, you know, not really sure how to do it. They're holding it up and they're looking at it and thinking about it, how they can get this moving. If you look real close down here, there is, you know, there's like some flowers. It forms, it's like reunion energy for me. It's the Page of Pentacles. So it can be a message, because that's also coming through in the Wheel of Fortune, a new beginning, and coming through via message. So what do I feel is coming? Somebody who's asking for forgiveness via message. Yeah, there might be some conflicting energy here. They might be making some declarations, I feel, about how they feel. But there is also an offer here. They're just having a hard time moving. And we're seeing that in the Three of Wands. And this is the Sun energy. It's the Sun in Aries, and that's putting the Sun in reverse. So it's telling us that there's a delay, but it's temporary. Yes, it's sad waiting. And part of that is this energy of somebody trying to figure out how to come forward. And that's coming through in this Page of Pentacles. There's that pentacle. Okay, I don't feel like I'm done with this deck. And look, that's why. So they're trying to write this message. It hasn't been sent. And even if it's here, I mean, is that a guarantee? Of course it's not. But it is, you know, the 8 of Wands and the upright here. But it came in reverse. So that's telling us that they're trying to communicate, which we know. And it's very likely, at the very least, it's a high possibility that it's a message, as in, for those of you living near someone, it can't even be a handwritten message. That's mostly archaic. My voice, have you noticed? If you follow my readings, you know, I'm feeling like I'm breathless. I'm chirping over my tongues. I keep kind of swallowing, you know. It's the fiery energy for me here. They're trying to write this message. This is Mercury and Sagittarius energy. Again, Mercury is the planet of the mind, the planet of communication. And oftentimes it's connected to reading and writing. So most likely, for most of you, it's social media or an SMS, a text message, email, that sort of thing. And that's it's a fast energy. I caught the camera just in time. We know that it's not as fast as we would want it to be, but we know that it's coming. So it's a message coming or communication coming. It's highly likely for me that it is a message. Maybe you receive it from somebody else. I think it's from your person here. It's just not, it's not right away, but on the other hand, energy of out of, I want to say out of the blue kind of an energy. Okay, and that's interesting because we have the Page of Swords. So yeah, that is the energy also that is here in the Page of Pentacles. It is an energy of, and this is where it's wanting to go. Well, they're watching. Look, the sword is cut off here. So they're still holding on to this truth, to this clarity, to what they want to say to you, asking for forgiveness and making this offer. Look at this. This is clear, but it's also telling us that this communication that's coming might be difficult. There's a lot to get through. That's what I want to say to you. It's cut off, so it's sort of like the tip of the sword isn't there. You know, where is the rest of it? You can't really see it all here. And that's also because they're kind of lurking. You know, maybe for some of you there's connections to friends and family. That won't be for everybody. Either way, I just feel like they're keeping an eye on things, and we already know that. So it's not surprising because there's a feeling that they have to hurry up before you leave. So what have you been maybe putting out? Or are you normally very communicative and you've gone quiet? Either way, that is the energy for me. The moon is wanting to come in as well. And then we're going to bring in another deck. Of course, it's a major arcana. It's Pisces energy. Gemini and Cancer are also here. This is exactly what they're doing. Look, it's moving this crustacean out of the way and it's communicating. It's opening up. It's opening up the path of communication between you. This is the flow. This is the energy flow. This is the water energy. It's the emotional energy. It's the love. It's the friendship. It's the communication. It's moving this crustacean out of the way and it's opening that up again between you. The sun and the moon, of course. The moon is the subconscious. The sun is the conscious. Highlighting on the moon, making it full, illuminating everything. Things being revealed, of course. A lot of things being revealed. This is communication. This is not surprising at all. This is really your reading today. And of course, the moon is an 18. That makes it a 9. And that's, well, yeah, that's things coming to fruition. That's attainment. We know that is via communication. And fulfillment, it's something you need to hear. It's a message you've been waiting for. You've been waiting for it. We already see. Are you still there? I feel like you're still there, you know, because I also feel some power struggles here that maybe you're just kind of not wanting to be super revealing. I thought that I was done and then this wanted to reveal itself, but I am done here after this. It's the Two of Wands coming here in the upright. It's the Mars and Aries energy. And it's exactly the reading. This is you waiting for them to come, to make a choice. It can be literal travel, of course. You know, planes, trains, automobiles, the chariot. But it's also them making that decision to move forward or making that decision to send the message. There might be something holding them back. Look with that wand here. It's sort of bolted down, but they're holding on here to the energy of love, overlooking the water. The mountains, again, are kind of farther back. They're high up. It looks like they're maybe in a fortress. Are they somewhere else? Long distance energy can oftentimes come through as well. Well, is coming through here for a lot of you, actually, I have to say. In particular with the World card is what I wanted to say. And it's not the World card, it's the Two of Wands, but there's the World. And that does bring in the World card for me. That is the world. That's the future. That's, well, more soulmate energy. It's time. It's telling me that it's time now. It's divine timing here. And it's divine here. Communication, growth, and quite literally, again, the travel here and moving away these obstacles. Again, they might be in, they're clearly here up on a fortress, you know, castle, and making a decision to move forward. So what are they needing to leave behind? Something connected to their heart? Is it their feelings? Is it Family of origin is another connection. Whatever it is, it's a decision to move toward you. Whether it's physical, I feel here, it's a lot about just communicating to begin with, at the very least. And you've been waiting for it. And that's what we see here, that decision being made. It's connected to matters of the heart, of course. It's you and what else? It's the fastest energy. And that's the world energy too. And it can be really big. They're wanting to get closer to you. Soulmate energy here. Their soulmate is how it's coming through for me. Whether or not you're on a twin flame journey as well, you know that. And again, we know this is not a twin flame specific reading, but I do bring that energy through. And that's what you're waiting for, them to make that decision. And by the way, it can even be marriage. So it can be for some of you that is the offer that got maybe taken off the table or didn't happen, or maybe it's just going to surprise you. Will it be for everyone that it's a marriage offer? No, but it's here. It's here for someone, I'll tell you that. And they're wanting they're having a lot of clarity about getting closer to their true purpose and making a pretty big decision here. How long have they been watching for? Because they haven't been sleeping. So they're up kind of, whatever, scrolling around or whatever it is they're doing and holding on to that truth here. But we see that they're ultimately going to be coming. And you've been waiting for it. We're going to bring in another deck briefly. And then we're going to, so it's at the bottom of the deck because I picked it up. It's in German, by the way. If you know, I'm in the Austrian Alps, so a lot of my decks are in German, but it's right away. You can see it. It's the sun. So the sun and the moon are here. They're already here within the card, but here they are. And that's the outcome, and it's a happy outcome. Leo energy, the source, also here, look. So they get the courage to talk and have this reunion. I feel through communication, but maybe it's going to be more, is to succeed and having this outcome. And this source, of course, is also connected to the crown chakra. And that's what we know. It's working things out. It's finding a solution. It's solving the problems. Emotional energy coming through with this particular horse. And you see there's a natural energy to the person on the horse. And that's coming in, opening up in a new way and in a really honest way. It's just so needed here. And of course, it's what we already know. It's the end of a cycle. It's the completion of a cycle. It's a new cycle. I'm keeping it, but I'm turning, I'm going to move the energy. That's what I wanted to say. And it's the renewal. Look, it's now the Nine of Swords coming here again, and it's in reverse. Interesting. You know what that is? That's healing. That's recovering. Yeah, this is really very clear. There's two coming in here. Okay, so there's the star. So we have the sun, the star, and the moon. We have the Four of Wands in reverse. Don't love that, but we also already know that it's the past energy, because that is just it's a validation for those of you that there are some arguments involved. And it can also be, it's a validation for those of you that somebody left, a particular dwelling, city, state, country, or left the connection. And we already know that. So really that's what that is for me. It's the Venus and the Aries energy. But look what's here with it, that there is hope for this connection. And we already know that. And the star card already came through, because the star has loaned that 8th star to the strength card. And look at that. And the 7 around it is that, assessing the situation, I want to say, reflecting. And it's controlling what you can and letting go of what you can't. And we can see here that that star we know it has been gifted, and that's getting that courage to move forward, that there is clarity coming, there is hope, and that I feel like there will be a renewal here. They came together. And again, just in general, the energy of just here in this Aquarius card, Major Arcana, Uranus energy, of all the change that took place and all the change that's still taking place, of some of the emotional energy being kind of poured out. Do you know what I mean? There's still one foot in here. We know that. It's in the upper right. And this is also, well, we know this is a fated connection. The Wheel of Fortune kind of got buried down there. It's in the stars. We already know that. But we also know that it's ending the no contact, at the very least, no communication. So this is not surprising at all. The sun, the moon, and the star card coming through. This is, whoa, this is yours too. It's the Ace of Swords coming again. Yeah, look at that. We already know this. So this is a validation that they know, they're clear here what they need to do. It's a matter of timing. Again, it feels like it's time. It's major arcana stuff. It's day-to-day energy time to get out of the way, because the intent to make a love offer and the love that they have for you is here. The Wheel of Fortune is in the upright. We know that it's a turning point. It's a good fortune turning point here. The other major arcana, we have the moon wanting to open up and communicate. The Strength card, we can see here in the major arcanas, the star card, the sun, that things are moving forward here. Look what's also at the bottom of the deck. It's the Ace of Wands. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This is the inspiration, and this is the energy that I've been feeling of kind of coming out of nowhere. Look at that. There's the fortress that they're on here in the Two of Wands. That's what that is for me. They've left here and they've made their decision, and it can be really big. I have to tell you. It can also be that the message is their decision, that they're coming, that's their offer, you know? I don't think so, though. I think it might be a little bit more than that. But they've left this fortress now. I feel like that they've made a decision. It's a matter of time. And I feel like over here you can see that they're just going to come out of nowhere, because they're here now. They're holding on to the wand, the energy of love. I mean, it's vibrating, of course. The leaves are coming off. That is about change. Of course, it's around the heart chakra. We saw the Seven of Cups really early on, and that's the lingering around, taking forever to make a choice. Maybe for some commitment issues or other options, you know, sort of feeling, Two of Pentacles kind of feeling. But we also knew from the get-go when we saw that it was an energy of coming out of that. And I just saw this card as I was moving around my hand. It's the Nine of Wands, and it's coming in reverse. And yeah, that's the end of this having I want to say a wall up with the heart. It's a vulnerable energy. This is the moon in Sagittarius. It's also putting the moon in reverse here. And well, yeah, that's clarity and truth coming. Okay, we're going to stop here. I could just keep going and going, but I'm hearing that I need to stop. So I'm going to bring in some channeled love messages now. I'm going to bring in the hearts today, and then we're going to bring in a fairy stone and close your reading. Messages from their higher self. I love the smell. It smells like a campfire. I was stupid. Okay, that's the Five of Cups in reverse. That's hoping you forgive them. That's asking for forgiveness. Look, right here with the Two of Cups in reverse too, for those of you that had an argument. We are soulmates. Yeah, look. I was stupid. We are soulmates. I am sending a kiss. I love you. That needs to go here. I love you. Okay. I love you. Are you answering? Telepathy. Look at this. We'll talk about this in a minute. My heart is yours. Look how it's it's here. Give me time. Yeah. Again, this is an out of nowhere energy for me. Will you still be there? You know, it's the question. I see that you love this person. They love you too, but they're asking for forgiveness. They're saying they were stupid. So what happened here, you know? It's really tied to emotional energy for me. But you're going to know, because there is an energy here of maybe other people or things, third parties involved, you know, that have affected their decision making, that affected them leaving and coming back. So whatever you need to do, that's what you need to trust. Because look, it's also the moon coming here with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, the Four of Swords into the moon. And that's also your energy, I feel, of trusting yourself, your gut instinct. Those are your guardian angels, your intuition, and doing what you need to do. Because you're also thinking about what you want to do here. We know, of course, you know. And the last coming through is like what I call my wild hearts. Like a wild card. It's empty. What do you most want to hear, or what do you most want to say? I'm going to give you just a moment. Next time I'll remind you when we see this again that the best way to do this is to not have any thought about it as soon as I tell you what comes into your mind. And I forgot to tell you that. So maybe it didn't work for you today, but we will do it again. Maybe it did. Beautiful souls. I'm going to bring in a fairy stone, and then we're going to look. This just fell off my infinity deck. That's an O, by the way. Emotional. So that just fell off when I was reaching over for my fairy stones. I like that. I like your fairy stone today. It's the sun and it's smiling. Look. It's a happy outcome. It's the sun, but it's a smiley face on it. Yeah. I don't need to say anymore. We can see what it is. Beautiful souls, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed today's reading, I would be so grateful if you liked the video, subscribe to the channel. Watching videos, liking them, subscribing really help keep my channel moving. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. Also sharing, of course, if you feel inspired to do so. I wish you well on your journey, and I look forward to seeing you at another love reading. Take good care. Bye.